a question mark for tonight earlier in the day due to a reoccurrence of his back problem. Here he is in the starting lineup. He will give it a shot.
No, it's great news for Jeff Van Gundy. Remember, Houston is just 0-3 without McGrady in the lineup this year. 3-1 with him. We saw what an effect he had the other night in the fourth quarter of their victory over Minnesota and against one of the best defensive teams in the NBA here tonight. McGrady's going to have to be playing at a top level if they're going to win the game.
Going all over McGrady. Yao Ming. What a beautiful look from Tracy McGrady. He was double teamed and he found Yao.
Well, he's so tall and he's so good with the ball that he ends up in terrific passing angles. Reminds me a little bit of Magic Johnson in his prime. Got that big size advantage over your defender. You can see over the defender, and this is what happens. You find a teammate cutting to the rim for an easy two.
Report. Here's Fred.
Well, during this team timeout, T-Mac is sitting on the bench with a heat pack on his back to keep that lower back loose. Today, when it tightened up at the shoot-around, Jeff Van Gundy said it was highly unlikely that he would play tonight. But that was before a call was made to Stacey Hernandez, a myofascial massage therapist who flew in from Houston and worked with McGrady all afternoon. Instead of centering on the lower back, she focused on the hips and thighs. That loosened the sheath or the connective tissue that adheres to the back muscles. As a result, the back was loose. T-Mac said it was pain-free, and he is playing tonight. Again, for precaution, he will be applied during the timeouts and also at halftime.
Execution, and that's what good teams do. He's absolutely right. First possession of the half, 4 or 5 passes, a wide open look for Duncan.
This is the biggest lead of the night for San Antonio. Here is McGrady. Well, Tracy missing his first 7 and connects on his first shot here in the third quarter.
Well, Van Gundy knows where his bread is butter. I mean, he comes right out of the half and says, all right, I'm going to get an open look for Tracy McGrady. They have to get him going if they have any hope of winning this game.
5 on the shot clock.
Spurs have kept Houston out of the middle all night long. That's what their defense is designed to do. Send people baseline into the help of Nesterovic and Duncan.
McGrady feeling it, so he's hit 2 in a row following the 0 for 7.
Talked about it before. Only the true superstars in this NBA can overcome an 0 for 7 half. Most guys are going to struggle an entire game if they get off to a start like that. McGrady unfazed.
And we touched on it earlier against the Nets Saturday night. Returns from the back injury, 1 for 9 in the first half, and then finishes with 35 points. Ginobili to the rim.
You can plan it, you can scheme it, you can talk about it, but it is almost impossible to keep Ginobili out of the lane. He's so good, he's so shifty, and he just finds angles that nobody else does.
Pushing foul on Nesterovic.
You know, Jeff Van Gundy talked about this play, the high screen for Ginobili. Yao Ming does what he's supposed to do, comes over and helps, but Ginobili just too quick and gets right around him to the rim.
McGrady eluding Duncan. Duncan tipped it from behind. Here's McGrady on the reverse. Oh, he is very much into it. Did not seem to be into it in the first half. Was trying to figure out where he was physically, I would think.
Yeah, but he's come out this second half with a purpose and actively looking to score, and he's gotten himself back into the game. But I think the other thing is when you win 3 championships, you kind of feel like you're playing with the house's money after a while. You know, there's less pressure. I mean, you can just go out and play. I think that's what Duncan's doing.
Just under 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Here's McGrady. Draws the foul. Bowen took a pop in the chin, and the foul is called on Bowen.
Clever play by McGrady, hearing the whistle and making sure he gets that shot attempt. Let's take a look, and you see Bowen once again harassing him, and elbow to the chin. Not called. The crowd sees it, obviously, and they're letting the officials know.
Tracy McGrady trying to lift his team. He has attempted 7 of Houston's 9 shots in this quarter. Tracy now 3 of 13 for the night and 5 of 5 at the line. That's his 12th point. And that's a Certainly a familiar pose. Robert Horry hitting from downtown.
And I think that sequence right there at both ends of the floor kind of told the story. At one end, a forced three from McGrady. At the other, a wide open one from the Spurs. McGrady gets that one to go, but it's been a night of very difficult shot attempts for him and for the Rocket team. San Antonio, on the other hand, for the most part, whittle this lead down, and you know Greg Popovich not going to be comfortable until this buzzer goes off.
Here's McGrady fouled, hacked by Bowen, and that is 5 on Bowen.
Watch McGrady work without the ball. A little page out of Rip Hamilton's book. Come off the double screen, and Bowen looks like he got a little body and maybe some of the wrist. 5 for Bowen, and now the question is, does Popovich keep him out there? Not as aggressive as he could be.
Watching Tim Duncan move down court, moving gingerly on that ankle. Brady cannot find the shot. Good job by Ginobili. Shot clock down to 4. McGrady shoots for 3. Tracy McGrady from downtown. It's a 75-66 San Antonio lead. Spurs have led by as many as 20 points. It is now down to 9. Ginobili pops it out. This is Van Exel. NBA coming up next following the Rockets and the Spurs. Just under 4 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. Enormous three-pointer for Robert Horry a moment ago. Here is McGrady. Tracy McGrady started out 0 for 7 from the field. He is now 6 of his last 12, and he has 21 points, 17 of the 21 in the second half. Horry for 3, rebounded by McGrady. It's Horry's first miss. He had hit his previous 5. McGrady, yes, from downtown, and the Spurs lead is cut to 7.
And he got hit. I thought that might have been a foul, and you see the effects of Bruce Bowen's 5th foul, and Bowen's going to get up off the bench to come in and cover him, but McGrady can get that shot off against Ginobili, not quite as easily against Bowen.
This is the closest the Rockets have been since back in the second quarter. Shot clock is down to 5, and McGrady extending the arm nearly came up with a steal.
How about this shot with Ginobili guarding him? Watch Ginobili get the hand in there. Does he hit him? Well, you can't quite see, but an incredible shot. He certainly felt that he was hit, but an amazing shot, and it's like on cue, Marv. I mean, this is exactly what happened last year.
And lots of time remaining. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to play. San Antonio's led by as many as 20. It's now a 7-point lead. Parker, nice fake on Alston. Tony Parker. Great for Alston, went for that fake, allowing Parker the open shot. San Antonio 80, Houston 71. So Bowen is back, defending on McGrady, and those glass. It counts in the foul.
Oh boy, here we go. Well, he's feeling it now. I mean, he knocks down a couple of threes. Now you have to play way up in him, and he's so quick and long that he can get around Bowen, and Duncan a little late with the help, but McGrady's so long with his arms, and he jumps so high, he can shoot right over the 7-foot Duncan.
McGrady with another three-point play. This is the conventional style. He has scored the last 11 points for the Rockets. That last foul call on Duncan. It's a 6-point San Antonio lead with 2:15 remaining in the fourth. Down the stretch. They have that lead back up to 10. Bowen playing with the 5 fouls. Here's McGrady for 3. Rebounded by Ginobili.
Well, maybe the magic has run out on Tracy McGrady, but he put a scare into this crowd.